800-CHAB and discovermoosejaw.com, your home to meet the local candidates. During this provincial election campaign 2016, it's the incumbent, Moose Jaw North incumbent, Warren Michelson, representing the Saskatchewan Party, looking for his third straight term in office. And Warren, let's start with the same question we start all the candidates with on Meet Your Candidates, and that is the most pressing issues in this election campaign to you and what you're hearing on the doorstep, sir.
Well, Rob, the most pressing issues that we're hearing, and we believe that the economy is the number one strength in Saskatchewan. If you've got a good economy, an economy that's doing well, then you can afford to have better programs like education and healthcare, and infrastructure like highways. And I think that's kind of the history of what we've done over the last 8 years is establish a strong economy. And we've done that because we've got a better job creation record than we ever had. We're the second best in Canada, where we came from the worst in Canada as far as creating jobs. We're employing more people. We've got a higher population. We still have the lowest unemployment rate, I guess it's the lowest for 28 out of 29 months. So Saskatchewan is doing very well in that regard, and it has to do with creating a strong economy. And that's really what we want to be doing. That's what we're hearing at the door. Obviously, healthcare, education are big issues, and we are concerned with that. We are moving forward in many of those areas. For example, the new hospital. It's a state-of-the-art hospital. We've got individual rooms, better services, newer equipment, and it's all because we've created this stronger economy where we can afford those kind of things that are needed and will be provided as long as you can keep a good economy.
The next question, how can you and the Saskatchewan Party continue to improve the lives of your constituents here in Moose Jaw North?
Well, I think it goes back to point one with the economy. And the service to the people. We've been very diligent in keeping regular hours in our office in the last 8 years as far as listening to people as they come in with different concerns, whether it's WCB, whether it's unemployment, social services, those kinds of issues, as well as health issues and the like. The other thing is we've done a fair amount of getting out and meeting them. Most of last summer on our days off, and that we made it an effort to get into the constituency, door knock, talk to the people. I was quite taken aback by the amount of people that will have issues, but they didn't think of bringing them to the office. So meeting them on the doorstep seemed to be something that they really appreciated. And then they would set up a meeting or tell you there, and you could do some research and help them in that regard.
How do we continue to grow the economy, sir, as a province, as a government?
I think that you grow the economy first with a positive attitude, for sure. One of the things we did was we lowered a lot of taxes. The corporate tax has been lowered, as well as you know, for the individuals, the property tax was reduced, and the income tax was reduced. So you're attracting people, but mostly to try and be friendly to bring businesses to be established in Saskatchewan, like K+S, who were kind of forced to move out of the province back in the 70s because of some of the regulations that the then government brought in. They came back, they're setting up, they're employing people, and that's really what it is. This is the attitude, the welcome of new businesses and improvement of existing businesses to try and expand, look at Saskatchewan as a great place to invest, and then our job is to make that easier and make it so that people want to come here to raise their families for good education, good health care, and that's all part of growing the province.
Talk about your personal strengths, sir. What do I get when I vote for Warren Michelson? If I may point one out, you're a much better interview than you were when you were first elected.
Well, thank you.
And that's complimentary, sir.
I guess you learn a lot as you go. I think one of the people that was working on our campaign or considering joining our closest, being our campaign manager, said, "Warren, you're a good commodity." And I took that as a compliment, saying that I'm receptive to people, I listen to them, and I really try to do the best we can for them. And there are some cases there that are very tough. People with injuries or health needs or being falling through the cracks of some of the government programs, and you certainly work for them and try and make things right. I think we all deserve a good living. I think we all deserve a good standard of health care, of education. And all those put together, we take those concerns to the ministries and have them looked into so that we can improve the lives of people where it's needed.
And the strengths of your leader, the Saskatchewan Party leader, and now the longtime Premier of Saskatchewan, Brad Wall.
Well, I really don't have to say too much of that. He's the number one Premier favored Premier across Canada. I think the Premier Wall has showed some very strong leadership on the national stage, as well as encouraged the people in the businesses in Saskatchewan, and is very respected on the national, the provincial stage. He's just a likable person, a good leader, a lot of great aspirations with him as our leader.
And finally, Moose Jaw North incumbent, Saskatchewan Party candidate Warren Michelson. A closing statement, sir.
Well, Rob, there's a lot of things that have been done very well in the last 8 years as far as building economy, looking after people, and I think under the leadership of Premier Brad Wall, Moose Jaw will continue to grow with the different programs and the representation. So I would ask that people consider the Saskatchewan Party as the party that has helped the province and helped Moose Jaw with different programs, with the hospital, and continue to move Saskatchewan forward, keep the province strong, and vote for the Saskatchewan Party.
Warren Michelson, Moose Jaw North candidate for the Saskatchewan Party.